Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo choo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. We're back on this. Got a little more distraction in another way, and probably for the best. But we're still back on this whole trying to figure out a way to do this revenge plot. You know, this isn't the Cask of Monte Cristo and shit like that. Or no, it's a Cask of Montiago and then the Count of Monte Cristo. They're both revenge plots, but each has their own different outcome and are written by different people. But let's just, let's see what we can do. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, sociopathic, probably. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels so a little... What did you come here for anyway? I just don't even finish my thought. It just stops. And then I interrupt my own thought with words. Oh, I've just been looking for some pliers to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. Why am I here? I just happen to be lingering in class afterwards, because despite the fact I don't have a club to go to, I don't just go home. Okay. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah! To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, and publicity, and how to prepare for events. Yeah, you don't like to argue about preparing for events. You just want to make the decision for everybody, even if it's not best for anyone except for you. Yeah, we'll just keep moving on. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Still, never once saw you show any real interest in literature. You just seem to like bossing people around and having control. Honestly, your poems weren't... I mean, they were strange, but they weren't like anything special. Everybody else seemed to write their own stuff and had its own good and bad qualities, but yours were, yeah. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Just static me? You just like, okay. A literature club. And it was like that sort of static you get when, like, old school VHS or some shit. Like, you have to, like, that's like a fucking vaporwave technique and shit. Like, what the fuck? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Ooh. You know, inquiring minds want to know. Asking the real tough questions, because that's probably gonna not be a lot. Considering you just killed one of them! I'm confident it was you. You may have not pulled the trigger because no trigger was pulled, but you... You know, you did it. It was you. You're the murderer. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. Well, there would have been more if, I don't know, you didn't like 86 somebody. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Yeah, no, I'd be happy to have this playthrough of this, like, since it's a new... I'm still doing the same playthrough because it sort of stacks. I'm figuring out the game, but you know, this whole like, oh well, things are starting to get weird, and that's what I was trying to get to eventually, and you know, I was actually trying to get to, but Yeah, I would be happy if it was just like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to join your club, and they just make me go back again and redo this, just to be like, just to be recalcitrant, just to be like, nah, I'm contrary. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Says you, who is the one who started the club and has every reason to, you know, debate that, having just stopped being the leader of the debate club. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. See, I don't recall you saying that in the first place, and I actually had to look it up, and I'm like, actually, no, it can. I kind of figured literature, the word specifically, was more about reading, but no, in the context of it being a club, yeah, it can be writing, it can be reading, it can be poetry. Creating or not. And I was like, oh, well, I learned something. I can be wrong about stuff, that's good. Like, I get to learn new stuff. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? It's like, I mean, I personally wouldn't do that unless there's like a safe box or something. You know, you got a little, like a locker that covers and protects it. It's like, my thought is, what kind of manga? Question mark. And then, even if it's just completely normal manga, it's just your family is like anti-manga, and that's the only place you can keep it, or you just have too much. You know, it's you don't want it to be like, it's in my classroom. You know, like, I'm pretty sure I didn't wander into this classroom. This is mine, and I just took a while to leave, and you walked in. And I'm pretty sure it's the same place that your literature, it may not be, I don't know. Shows insist that manga is literature too, in my opinion. According to the definition that I've seen and the way you described it, it's like, yes. Are there pictures in this book? Yes. Is it a book? Yes. Are books literature? Yes. Okay. Does it have, like, you know, value? Like, yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? And there's the hook. You like it. This is the hook. You like it. All about the EDM tonight. No one's gonna catch that, but whatever. Hey, Technique. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I was gonna go to the anime club, but you got here first. I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? This is not a small favor, like, say, you know, borrowing a cup, bumming a cigarette, borrowing about tree fitty, you know. You are worse than the Loch Ness Monster from the Paleozoic era, you know. Just trying to completely, like, you're a monster. Like, I don't know the degree of the monster yet, but you are a monster. I won't ask you to join, but I'm gonna ask you to join. It's like, if you could at least, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. I hate you so much. God damn it, I hate you, Kenny. Like, no. You know what you did. You know what you did more than I know what you did, or my character does. And probably me. I don't really know what you did. I just know something bad happened, and I'm pretty sure it's your fault. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse somebody like Monica? Just a long silence for your ex-bestie, childhood friend that doesn't even exist anymore. Your character, my character, doesn't even have the ability to mourn them because they don't exist. They cease to exist. They existed for a moment, and then they was like, reset, restart. Let's, Control, Alt, Delete, highlight, remove, etc. That whole thing. So, I mean, I guess how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Technique. You know that? It's nothing, really. It's not like I know that you're some sort of evil, murderous entity that has your own messed up intentions for reasons that I don't fully understand. She was your friend. She was your first member. Why would you do that? I still blame you. I just know it was you. Because she talked about you in her poems. She talked about talking to you. You knew too much. The whole motherfucker made a fucking basically a pun about her self-termination. Like, I should strangle your little fucking... I should wring your neck and beat you senselessly against these desks. But I doubt I could even if I was aware of it. You'd probably just do some magic or some shit. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, thank you for putting me as your priority instead of construction paper and markers. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Nope, I'm ending on that. I'm going to try to pay attention to when I end things a little better. And, yeah, no, that's going to be the moment that that's going to be the thing. Like, I'm okay with ending the thumbnail's going to be sort of the ending. Because it always is anyway. But it being a contextual, significant thing, I think, is also... It's sort of funny until I figure out how to do better at all that stuff. And it shows that there's also progress made that instead of cupcakes, it's for Monica. And her irresistible smile. FDB. And, yeah, here we are. So I'll be back.